This is an RNZ podcast.
Kia ora huama, welcome to News to Me. I'm Zion and I know most of you are on school holidays, so thank you for checking in. We start in Ototahi, Christchurch, where the City Council voted to go ahead with the construction of a new stadium on Thursday. Take it away, Peter Morrison.
Imagine there's a stadium. It's easy if you try.
In the works for over a decade, the project will have a fixed price cost of $683 million and be known as Te Kaha, translating to strength or stronghold. The stadium will be used for sports matches, concerts and expos. It will seat 30,000 people and take around 4 years to build.
And the city will move on as one. There you go.
And I doubt Peter Morrison will be a headline act at the new stadium after singing like that. It's been a while since we had a big update on COVID here on News to Me, but experts are saying we have now entered the second wave of the outbreak, and there's been a few recent updates as well. Let's check them out. On Thursday, the government announced new measures that will help Aotearoa's struggling health system through the winter months. These include free masks and rat kits, providing smaller masks for years 4 to 7 in schools, and more access to antiviral medicine. The messages: stay home if you're sick, open a window for ventilation, and Kiwis should wear a mask for safety, like a car seat belt. Stay safe this winter. Someone who's not safe is British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who stepped down from the top job earlier this week, and the race to find his replacement is underway. Known for his bumbling physical presence and Brexit, the former Prime Minister fell from grace after lying about holding parties during lockdown, therefore breaking his own government's rules. The process to find his successor will likely take several weeks. Closer to home, the United States has declared a massive investment plan for the Pacific. At the World Leaders Forum in Suva, Fiji, the US Vice President Kamala Harris announced to add $600 million to the region over 10 years. Priorities included opening 2 new US embassies in Tonga and Kiribati, enhance climate resilience and combat illegal fishing. Many believe that this deal was triggered as China have also upped their presence in the area. The world's biggest and most powerful telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, has captured baby stars and new galaxies. The $16 billion telescope has given NASA scientists a peek at galaxies that formed way back near the start of the universe. New shots also include close-ups of the Carina Nebula and Stephan's Quintet, which is 5 galaxies swirling around a giant black hole. Vets have pulled off a dramatic rescue of an elephant in Thailand after carrying out CPR by jumping up and down on her chest. The animal's baby had slipped into a concrete drain and couldn't get out due to the heavy rain. Volunteers needed to tranquilise the mother, but she hit her head on the concrete structure, knocking her out. They dug a ramp to let the baby climb out, while other rescuers used the crane to climb on top of the mother to wake her up. Soon they were back in the jungle, thank goodness, the whole operation taking around 3 hours. Now here's something different. How do you greet your mates? For me, it's sup bro or bro. Got 20 bucks? Might not make sense to everyone, but it's called slang, which just happens to be the topic of this week's Explainer.
What's good? How's it? What's up? And Churrrr. It's time to get some education on the origins of some choice-as sayings. So, tell me this. What is Kiwi slang?
Slang, unconventional words or phrases that express something new or something old in a new way. Slang is usually specific to a certain area, region or country.
In fact, you may not even notice that you're using slang, and for people from overseas, you may be causing confusion. Sweet as. We know sweet as can mean no worries.
Sweet as.
It can mean you're welcome.
Sweet as.
It can mean it's all good.
Sweet as.
But it's kind of an unfinished sentence if you really think about it. The words don't really make sense by themselves. Sweet as what? Sweet as an apple? Sweet as an orange? Don't worry about it. It's sweet as. Here's another one that's even more confusing. Yeah, nah. Lots of New Zealanders use yeah, nah, which sometimes means yeah, but mostly means nah. No. Generally, yeah, nah means, yeah, I hear you, but nah, I don't agree. You see how people might get confused? And we're not done yet. In other countries, the word choice would be used when making a decision, and commonly is used by butchers in reference to a choice cut of meat. But in Aotearoa, choice also means awesome.
Oh, choice.
It means cool.
Choice.
It means, wow, that is choice.
Choice.
Have you heard of the saying, neck minute? Neck minute has been used for years in Aotearoa, but it took a giant leap in popularity in 2011 when skateboarder Levi Hawken went viral for using the slang during an interview about his broken scooter.
Next minute.
Means that something was happening and then the next minute something different happened. People commonly use neck minute to explain that a change has or is about to occur.
Neck minute.
Slang can also be expressed in the different words that different groups use for everyday things. Togs, chili bins, lollies, the dairy, and even jandals are all Kiwi slang. In Aotearoa, we say jandals, but in Australia they call them thongs. And given that we believe thongs are undies, there are lots of giggles to be had.
Fair dinkum.
Churrrr, another Kiwi classic. Churrrr is a famous phrase in Aotearoa. It can mean thank you or sure. It basically means that you agree with, well, anything.
Churrrr.
Kiwi slang is pretty cool and shows how unique we are. When we're out and about trotting the globe, let's embrace it and show the world how we do it here in Aotearoa.
Oh, sweet as.
Choice.
Churrrr.
I'm Evie York, and this episode was made by TVNZ and RNZ and is public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air. You or your parents can follow the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, or just about any podcast app. Plus, you can watch News to Me on TV2 on Friday afternoons, catch it on demand, or listen to it just before the 7 o'clock news on Saturday mornings on RNZ National.